Hey guys, Code Red Mining here. I just want to give an update video. So, pretty big news. I'm just about to hit 2 gigahash here in the next couple days. I have the final cards coming to do that. I've added quite a bit here within the past week to 2 weeks. Actually, there's been a lot of farm changes. You guys saw the videos where I added the L3 Fluxes and the box miners. I had actually sold a rig to pay for all that, which, obviously I had made my money back 10 times over on that rig. And then I sold it, then bought the box miners, and then, still with my mining profits and the money left over, I began to replace that mega hash that I had lost. But even before then, I wasn't at 2 gigahash. I think I was at about, 1.8, so 1,800 mega hash. So I've added enough to get back to that and some more. Right now I'm at 1,920 mega hash. I have another 6600 XT coming, and then today, for like the second time ever, I got a 3070 Ti from the new Egg Shuffle. But also today I won the 3060 Ti and the 650 power supply for $564. I mean, what are the fucking odds? Fucking rare day. So let's go ahead. I just want to give a rundown of the farm. I even had to whip out my old original mining frames. As you can see, I had to whip out my wood mining frames. I actually ran out of risers, so I had to use these shitty old risers that I got. I have more risers coming on the way. I ordered some from GPUrisers.com, but then I also ordered some from, I guess, Alibaba, AliExpress, whatever. Is a fellow YouTuber turned me on to. They're literally the same thing as GPUrisers.com. They're the 8 capacitors. They look almost identical, but they cost $40 and they come from China. That's the only catch. I had to order some more splitters and stuff. I tried to only use 8-pin splitters, but currently I'm using some 6-pin, which I mean are fine. They work fine for low power cards, but I made some moving around the cards, so let's just get into it. So up here, this rig is unchanged. This rig, 6600 XTs are fucking workhorses. If you guys are wanting to invest in cards that will last long term and work good for other algorithms and are just stable, 6600 XTs are fucking great. I think this rig's been running for 12 days now. Not a fucking rejected share. Doesn't overheat. I could probably put these in the hottest part of my tent and they wouldn't overheat. They're fucking workhorses. I got there's a honestly, I'll just put up there, let you guys see. I got these cheap ass Rosewell fans that makes my tent look like a disco party. Looks like all GPUrisers.com risers. I think there's a Nerd Gears one in there too. So that rig unchanged. So let's go ahead and move down here. So I actually took my two 3080 Ti's out of my gaming PC. I was actually having some memory problems. I forget which one, but I changed the pads with the ones that were recommended from TechCinsies. So I switched the pads out. It didn't really make a difference. I think the problem was just that it was in the PC case. Obviously, as you know, once they're in HiveOS, you can't see the memory anymore. So what I did is, they have lots of spacing, and there is a Delta fan blowing on each of them. So all I can hope is that they're staying cool. I never had, they would overheat to 110, but I'm hoping with HiveOS, the pads and the fans, that they'll be fine. And only the one over here. The other one's fine, but still hovered at a higher temperature. I would prefer to keep my stuff 90 C and below, but, fucking vendors and using shitty pads and, DDR6X is just runs really hot. So over here is a Asus Strix 2060 Super. Down here we have a Founders Edition 3060 Ti. In there we have a 2070 MSI. Over here we have a EVGA 3060 Ti non-LHR. Moving on to the next rig, kind of hidden down here. We have right there, oh shoot, I think that is a 2080 Ti Asus Strix. We got two 5700 XTs right there. Over there, I believe, is a 3060 Ti non-LHR. 3060 Ti non-LHR. is possibly a 1660. It's really hard to see down here, but I think there's a couple more 1660s. You can kind of see them back there. Yeah, so a little hard to see that rig. Apologize. Right there we have two 3060 V1s, each mining at 49 mega hash. Moving on. Here we got the 7x3070 rig. Some MSIs, there's an Asus Strix, I think there's some Asus Duals in there, there's a Founders. As you can see, this is what happens when you do 24/7 mining on cards. Some of the cheaper pads will break down, and so here in that rig there is a 2060 Super that I purchased. It's from B-Stock. I purchased it from somebody, but they got it from B-Stock. There's also a 2080. I realized that I could get higher mega hash, about like 2 or 3 on those cards on Windows than I could right here. This is my other card that I had won from the shuffle a while back. It's a 3070 Ti gigabyte. Surprisingly, it actually was really good. The pads weren't too bad on it. I never changed the pads. So yeah, this I got recently, new edition 1660 Ti Zotac. I got it from a drop on a website. As you can see, I had to move out my old wooden loomer frames. I never thought I'd have to use these again. I'm glad I kept them in the shed though. And then also on there, mining is a 3950X mining Raptorium. You can see the NZXT cooler there on its side, which is fine as long as it's up low. I believe that's what they say, then you're okay. Alright, moving on. We have, this is a new, basically a brand new complete build, other than the Zotac 3070 Ti, which that one kind of sucked. I had to replace the pants on it. They had the aluminum blocks on the back. Right here, we got a 2060 that I purchased, a 1660 Super I got from Newegg, another 1660 Super. I got that from my, I believe, Anton line. And then this is a 2060 Super I got. And then I got a open box 6600 Radeon, what, I guess it's the Power Color Devil, whatever you want to call it. But it was an open, I always ask them when I go to Micro Center, do you have any open box graphics cards? A lot of people forget to ask that, and they actually don't want to do so. I got this for $3.99 plus tax, which was a good find. And then also on this one is also mining the 3900X mining Raptorium. So yeah, and then also down there in that tower in the corner, that has a 1660 Super on it, and it's getting, you know, like 31 mega hash, but then it has four hard drives, so it's got like 16 terabytes of Chia mining going on it. That's why I kept it on Windows and why I needed the PC. Also, a lot of my 1660 Supers are modded. They get they're about 34 mega hash. So I modded them a while back. All my ones with Hynix memory are modded and get anywhere from 33 to 34. I can't ever push them to get 35 and it'd actually be stable. Moving on here, we have the box miners, which I showed previously. We got the Mini Doge Halloween edition. One of those is the handshake miner. One of those is the library miner. I wish they labeled them on the outside, or like they came with a sticker or some shit. I mean, maybe somebody knows something I don't, and then they are labeled. That'd be, you know, please tell me down in the comments. Then so we got the Nervos miner, the handshake miner, the library miner, and the Mini Doge miner. And then this, that, and that are all my L3 pluses. And yeah, other than that, in my main computer, I have a 1660 Super and a 3060 version 2 that's down there in mine. I just needed somewhere to put the 3060 because I couldn't get the 36 mega hash on HiveOS for some reason with it, but it gets it just fine. 100% of the time on Windows. That's the end of the video. I just wanted to give a quick update. So like I said, I have the 6600 XT coming in, the 3060 Ti LHR. That should put me, that should hopefully put me over the top. If not, I mean, I'm looking to purchase one more card for sure, just to make sure that I'm officially over that 2 gigahash and a little bit past. Profits have, you know, we had the little crash recently, but profits have still been great. You know, ideally it'd be awesome to get like a 0.1 payout every day, but you know, big dreams. I think you probably need to get like the 4 gigahash or more to do that, especially with the increase in difficulty. Keep adding mega hash is important because your payout time keeps getting higher and higher because of the difficulty raising, because you know new people keep just putting more equipment online. But yeah, so that's the end of the video. Also come mine with me on Ezil. Follow the link down below. Get paid Zilliqa and Ethereum as dual mining. Your payout time will be the same as if you're on Ethermine or you're on, you know, 2 miners. It doesn't affect your payout time. Basically, the way it works, every 90 minutes, the whole pool switches. In my Zilliqa for 1 minute, that's it. Every 90 minutes, 1 minute, you're not mining Ethereum. And basically with MEV, the block size is a smaller pool, so you tend to get more shares. Your payout is just the same. Mine's actually most of the time quicker than it ever was on Ethermine. So yeah, that's it, and have a good night. See ya!